The greatest generation, the boomers, Gen Z, Gen Alpha. What the heck's up with these generations? It's all a social construct, and they're called social generations, right? This wasn't a thing up until 1883, and they're like, lost generation, which is named that because they were kind of lost following World War One. There was a lot of terrible things going on there, and a lot of them, kind of ended up a little messed up from what happened. Then you got the greatest generation. Now you notice right there's a very big generation, right? Some of your other ones are going to be a lot less than that, more like 15 years or so, whereas this one is 26. Big part of this is that these guys were the ones who went and fought in World War II. And I'd be like, a guy who fought in World War II was born in 1901. Yeah, the draft was actually all the way up till 46, and then technically they had the old man draft, which didn't normally see service overseas. I digress. But then you got all the silent generation, the boomers, which is a larger generation, which I feel like is a big reason why there are so many more boomers, is because it went for a longer period of time. Sure, you also had the baby boom, but then you also just had the fact that you're encapsulating more years there. Whereas in some of these other ones, right, I mean, that's only 15 years. It's only 15 years versus 18. So it's not like a huge number, but still. There's quite a lot of overlap, and there's cuspers, which is a whole thing, like the baby boomer generation. The younger baby boomers sometimes call themselves Generation Jones because they like to keep up with the Joneses. They like to spend that money. Between the millennials and Gen Z, they like to call themselves the cuspers, which makes sense because I have a lot more in common with somebody who was born in 1998 than I do with someone who was born in 1981. Sure, I was a little kid in the 90s. I really feel like the big difference is, do you remember 9/11? Because I can remember 9/11 as a child. Overall, the generations thing feels an awful lot horoscopes or any of that other stuff, because they're always trying to give attributes to the generations, like, oh, I was born in the year of the dog, so here's this thing. It means you're loyal and you're courageous.